Hello, my name is Levi Malfers, and I would like to introduce to you the car De-Bunk-Inator. Essentially all it is a kit that you can use to replace faulty electronics in a vehicle, namely older vehicles. And I came up with this idea because my vehicle is an older vehicle. And on it, my lights are out, and without brake lights or tail lights or license plate lights or headlights, you can't legally drive on the road. So I'm sure that I'm not the only person with this issue, and I'm sure there's people who are in worse financial situations than me who can't go to a mechanic or they can't take the time to track down these issues. So the purpose of this device is to allow somebody in a situation similar to mine to get their vehicle back up on the road, hopefully quickly and easily. And without further ado,
here she is in all her glory. Now, first thing you might notice is that I have 3 wires coming out of here, and one of them is running to the wall, and 2 of them are running to my laptop. This, of course, isn't feasible in an actual vehicle. However, if I were to be able to put this into a vehicle, I would be able to use something like this to get 12 volts off of the vehicle and then be able to power everything off of this one source with some hardware that I can't afford to buy right now. So just getting into what it does, as you can already see, I've got some license plate lights here and here, and I've got my tail lights going, and then up at the front, I have my headlights. Now again, I would just like to say that the wiring that would be involved with this is completely dependent on the Arduino. Therefore, if you're having wiring struggles with your car, you can go around that with this device. Over on this side, we have our interactive parts. Here is the brake lights. So if I press this button, you'll see the brake lights turn on. And here is a toggle switch for the backup sensor. So I'm just going to use a piece of cardboard, and you can see that as I get closer, trying to get a good angle here, as I get closer, there's a buzzer in there that goes off. And then turning it off is as simple as toggling the switch. The last little bit that it does is I have an RFID scanner right underneath this piece of cardboard here. Now this card is not in the database of accepted ID signatures. So if I were to hold it against it, I get nothing. Or, well, I get a beep, but this one thing to note is the stepper motor does not move. However, this tag here is in the database of accepted IDs. So if I were to scan this, then it turns, I get a beep, and it turns back. That's about all of the functionality of it. Now I'll open it up and let you see what's inside. Nothing honestly too crazy. I've got some buzzers in there, of course the stepper motor that you just saw, the RFID module here, and the distance sensor you could see before, but there's the inside of that. I have 2 Arduinos running just because of a lack of pins, and just it made more sense to spread it out across 2 different things, because if I'm putting this in an actual car, there are things that I want in the cabin to be able to interact with in the cabin, but there's certain things that I want to just be somewhere, for instance in the trunk with this second Arduino, where it would be pretty much out of sight, out of mind, and running on its own. Beyond that, I believe that is the entirety of my project. Thank you. Just as a side note, that stepper motor turning is supposed to represent a car lock, and here is a bit of a model of a car lock. It's obviously not perfect, but
essentially, I take a authorized tag, I scan it, it opens, and it closes. And I guess you can't really see the full effect of that. It opens and closes. Thank you.